All right. Oh my God, I forgot the dogs. It's been so long. Let me go grab a dog while we say hello to everybody. You gotta start the day with the dogs. Um, let's see which one I can find. All right, I think we got Hunter. Come here, Hunter. Hey, buddy. Come here. All right. All right, here we go. Got to start it with Hunter. Hunter's over there drinking water, so he might be snorting a little bit. Oh, how could I forget the dogs? I did everything else right, and then I forgot the dogs. It's been so long. But we're back to almost normal. It's been the most craziest couple months. Oh, I gotta tell you. He always burps after he drinks all that water. Nothing came out. That's a good thing. Anyway, man, it's been a wild couple of months for Mike's Story Page and myself going all around. And just got back from Daytona, as you know. It was a very fun week there. Lots of things happened. We'll get into all that. We got weather to talk about. This is our daily brew. We're going to be going live May 15th. We go every day. That's the start of the maps that start getting updated from the National Hurricane Center. So we're kind of erratic right now. We'll be back tomorrow and then Friday. We're kind of going to get back to our Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. So kind of confusing, but it's always 9:19 a.m. Eastern. Long story about that one. But what a wonderful couple weeks here for us. Started out with the storm snow chasing in Tallahassee. That was incredible. Still one of the most, probably the funnest weeks I've ever, or couple days I've ever had. You know, the unknown, the excitement of the what ifs, pulling up to FSU, meeting a bunch of students there that followed the page, knocking on my window, sharing the joy of what could be coming, and then waking up in the morning and seeing it and seeing all the kids playing, and that was incredible. Went out to Vegas for a few days with Furman Power Equipment and Lowe's and talked to all their managers and reps talking about the storm season. Fort Myers was an incredible couple days. The STEM-tastic was in the parade down there. Met thousands of people in Fort Myers, so we love you. Didn't realize we had so many fans down there in that area. And then Daytona was incredible. It all started getting a tour of the command center. Troy, thank you very much. Getting to see the behind-the-scenes operations of Daytona and the Volusia County Sheriff Department. Love you all. Kind of became family to me over there, so maybe I got a get out of jail card. No, we'll never need it, but it was incredible. Met so many folks at Daytona. We had a race car. Furman Power Equipment, FDEM was there. The state of Florida came down. Big thanks to them for supporting our car. We had the FDM logo on our race car. We got ninth place finish. Unbelievable top 10. Car looked amazing. So big thanks for Furman for putting Mike's Story Page on the hood. That was incredible. And yeah, what an event, you know. Got to see Air Force One, which I put the video online, turned political, of course, but, you know, it had nothing to do with politics. Just seeing that 747, I could almost touch it. It was so close. And it looked like it was going about 20 miles an hour. That was amazing. That was a bone-chilling moment, regardless who the president was. We're not talking politics here at Mike's Story Page. It was just an amazing moment. Had a great time with the family, and here we are. We're back to normal. Shelly said, we live today. I'm like, let's do it. And I guess the big news everybody's excited about is Cletus reached out, and we're going to do a collab, possibly. So, wow, right? So, let's say hello to everybody. Cylindra. So, I met so many people. Love the race. It was amazing. Mitzi, yes. Hello, Nadine. We got big weather coming, by the way. Yeah, I just sticking to calling it the Gulf right now. I don't want to stir up controversy. Fat pup. Yeah. So by the way, Hunter, listen, he's 2 months to the good. Remember? It was Friday the 13th back in December that they told us to put him down. Look how healthy this little guy is. He was a star of Daytona. This guy's incredible. And his fur came back even fluffy. I think he's become a flurry fluffy Frenchie. A furry fluffy Frenchie. Dogs were a little spooked to the flyover, Steve. Man, there ain't nothing like a wake-up call when those Thunderbirds came across. And they hit those afterburners. It's like, whoosh. I mean, it was the most crazy. And then they come back around the other way. And then they come back the other way. It was like nonstop. And then we had fireworks after the race. All kinds of noise at Daytona. It was fun. We had a fire pit. Morning from Atlanta, Deborah. How's Atlanta doing? You might have a little wintry precipitation coming. We'll see. Right on that edge. Morning, Lisa from Papa John's. You always get me wanting pizza in the morning. And today's the day that I'm starting my being healthy kick for the next few weeks. So it's hard to have a run of things to do but now I'm kind of slow. We're doing a big Tampa Bay Brewing Company beer dinner tonight. Tampa Bay Brewing Company here at home. So I'm excited about that. And then we start being healthy. A little more Jack and Diet, less IPA. But anyway, it's cold out there. We got some weather to talk about. I want to say hello to everybody. So we got our brew crew happening. Remember, our brew crew is our private little session here where we have supporters. If you want to support the page, we appreciate it. There's a lot of ways you can do it. Right there, be a subscriber, Cat 1 or Cat 5. You get a lot of Gulf Coast. What's up there? Morning, man. A lot of perks. We really appreciate it. It all adds up. MWP's crowdfunded. We have a great supporter that's been supporting our Daily Brew now for almost 6 years. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Big followers of our page. So hello, everybody from ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. We really appreciate your support over the years. Allow me to do what I love to do. We got a lot of others we'll mention periodically throughout the show here. But let's talk about weather. Let's put on the big weather map here. I don't know which one I want to show right now while we say some more hellos. What would be a cool map to show here? I got all kinds of maps. Let's see. This one might... Well, none of them's really showing what's happening. I guess we can show you this one. There's a satellite with the sunrise there. You can start to see some clouds brewing across Texas. Kind of a horizontal jet stream causing some chaos here the next couple of days. We're going to talk about it. Not a lot of clouds over the southeast this morning. Welcome back, James. Good morning. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Joey. A lot of plane crashes, Tina. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff happening. That was a miracle up there in Canada. That one. All right, let's let Hunter go down. I think he wants to probably go pee-pee now. let's look over here, Hunter. We'll look like we're looking at the map. Okay, that's my screenshot. And by the way, we always drink coffee together. We'll do Louis tomorrow. So yeah, everybody, thank you. Hey, I had a couple cool challenge coins. I got tons of these now. Sitting there waiting on Phil and Rachel to show up, and the highway patrolman next to me came over and said hello. He goes, "I thought that was you, Mike." So he gave me a challenge pin. We talked. He's like, his whole department follows us. We really appreciate that. I also had a buddy of mine I've met now a few times, works at Blue Origin over there around the Cape, and that is the big ship there, New Glenn. I guess that's the name of that one. I was trying to read it, but so thank you for those. I'm adding them to my collection from the weekend. A lot of rain in Kentucky. Yeah, Kentucky. Let's talk about that, man. Another terrible flooding event. I mean, I hated that I was over Daytona. I posted a lot about it. I mean, we had the flood, unfortunately, the high risk flood map, which is rare. Anytime you get a pink high flood risk, that's rare and usually means trouble, especially in the mountains. So, unfortunately, it was kind of predicted. It's just terrible seeing those flood videos coming in that reminiscent of Helene just a few months back. Vicky says a lot of snow coming. Yep, a lot of snow. We're going to talk about that. We got big ice possibility in eastern part of North Carolina coming. We need to talk about. So we'll get into that. But good morning, all my brew crewers. Hope you're doing good. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. I got some windows open. I like to have these pre-open windows. So let's do it right there. First off, there's a picture of the car. Got a few things up. There's me and Emily. There's our car, Furman. We had Mike's weather page on the hood. That was awesome. That's what it looked like. There's our driver. Patrick got 9th place. We got CERT on the side there. We had FTM on the back. That's FTM there on the side too. So that was an awesome finish. Congratulations. Funny picture here I want to share. It was pretty neat. Fox had me on right before the start of the race doing a live update on the weather. It was pretty cool. I was on for a good 5 minutes or so, and I wanted to show what it looked like. So we were on top of a camper, and it was about 20-30 mile an hour winds before that front came through. You know, it looked like it was going to be a green flag, then rain. That's exactly what it was. So the only way to get the phone to not pick up ambient noise, because they had the PA system like over here, and they had pit bulls singing. So Phil held up my, this is a Shed Rain umbrella, which we're working with. Those are the popular Mike's Weather Page Donkey umbrella that we're going to sell hopefully soon. So he held that up against the PA in the wind. I put the phone like right there in it, and the finished product looks like a professional newscast, but actually it was just me, my Android phone, and an umbrella. And that's what it took to be on Fox. So that's pretty crazy if you want to know behind the scenes. And then last but not least, I just posted this. That's pretty cool. Amber Nolan wrote a book a while back, had us in it. Now they're doing an animated movie. And this is my little avatar. So I just shared that. But that'll be coming out in the months ahead. Can't wait for that if you missed the picture. That's me, cartoon mode in a movie. All right, weather in a nutshell. This is it. All right, so this is the next 3 days. So when we had that big snow a couple weeks ago, we had an old front that came through. That was the front that brought the rain and cold down Sunday across the south. Storms on Saturday. Kind of stalling out, kind of turning a little bit into a warm front, backing up. And when it backs up, that low pressure is going to meet a cold front coming, and that low pressure system is going to skirt across the southeast. Exactly how the snow happened a few weeks ago, but the cold air isn't as strong and isn't as deep as it was then. However, it is going to bring wintry weather through Kentucky, North Carolina northward, and you can see that. This is the next 3 days. There's that low pressure scooting horizontally. We really haven't had many nor'easters this year. Normally these nor'easters hook back to the northeast, nor'easter. These kind of been going horizontal for the year, so it's kind of crazy. So we got another big cold front coming through Tuesday, Wednesday. Storms today we're going to talk about, maybe tomorrow. Some wintry weather, and then some cold air Thursday, Friday. That's the weather in a nutshell. Today, storms, okay? Green areas could have some severe storms. Our low pressure is going to back up. And anytime you get a low pressure out here, guess what? We start to get some incoming storms across the Gulf. Gulf's warm. We have above normal anomalies. Let me show you that real quick. I find this fascinating. Really not going to talk much about hurricanes or anything like that, but here's an anomaly map on Tropical Tidbits. Part of the reason we had all that snow a couple weeks ago too was this warmer Gulf water fuels the atmosphere, and heat a little more warmer than normal helps storms. Well, that's kind of what we're at. This is a big loop current that's never really gotten cold. This is 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 degrees Celsius above normal for this time of year. This is based on the 30-year average. Who the hell knows what it was 500 years ago? We're just talking like the last 30 years. It's warmer than it's been in the last 30 years. But it definitely changes the weather. And we have warm water in the Gulf. Guess what? It aids in storms. And this could also be a sign that we're going to have a stormy spring tornado season. We get La Nina, dipping jet streams. We're in La Nina. You get a dipping jet stream, more dips in jet. You got warm fuel here, and guess what? You get a lot of storms here. So, could be helping fuel a stormy March and April as we enter hurricane season after that. So warm there. Tornado outlook today, mainly in the lower part of Louisiana, so watch out for that. Could be a water spout coming on the shore. Cold air will kind of eliminate everything north of that. But there you go, some tornado chances today. There's your wind. They're talking about wind and hail. Could be some hail today. Hail, hail, hail. And then tomorrow, there's your storm chances. Though we don't have anything other than dark green, so just a random thunderstorm tomorrow. We do have a line coming through tomorrow, Wednesday. Notice it goes down south of Interstate 4. So could be some thunderstorms across Upper Gulf into Florida tomorrow, Wednesday. Winter map I thought was interesting to show. This is extreme cold weather in the blue. Very cold, negative degrees, wind chill. But look at the winter advisories in pink all the way to the Outer Banks region of North Carolina. We got winter advisories in the blue. So yeah, a lot of winter to talk about. Even North Georgia, even North Alabama, North Mississippi talking about wintry weather. All right, so it is a southern system. It's just not as south as our one a couple weeks ago. But we do have weather to be watching close. Carolinas, next couple of days northward as this system shoots off to the east. Okay, cold, cold. Dina, good morning. Double Hills, Betty. I don't know. We'll do a snow map here in a second. The other Tina over on YouTube's got a coffee and tequila. I don't know about that. Did you want to watch the dogs? I don't know. Oh, Mitzi talking about a town in Virginia, Buchanan. Old schools for sure. All right, so there's your winter. Here's your latest snowfall potential through Thursday. Okay, that's the next 2 days. Look at this. This is for the National Weather Service. All right, so I was kind of looking for an official forecast since we're within a 2-day window, and yeah, we can see some snow in northern part of Georgia and Alabama and South Carolina. But look at North Carolina. We're going to see some spots middle part northward that could see 2 inches plus. Could see some heavy snow along the coastal areas of Virginia, North Carolina, there into Delaware some. So look at that, 9, 10 inches, possibly North Carolina, Virginia line, all the way to the Atlantic. That's incredible. That's going to be fueling off of the Atlantic, extra warm Gulf Stream pulling up moisture to wrap around and get some snow on the backside. Heavy snow in the lower part of Arkansas too. So there you go, all the way through Kentucky. This is snowfall potential, 5, 6 inches. That's pretty hefty. Parts of North Carolina. More snow in the Smokies. I can't remember a year that the Smokies have had this many snow totals. One time, Julie and I went up there years ago. We went up in March, and they had flurries, and they told us that was the first snowfall of the season. So they've already had about 12, 13, 14 snow days up there in the Gatlinburg area. So cheers to that. Good morning there, Renee. What's going on? Nashville, Mark. How's it going, Mark Hall? Good morning. Oh, James. Hey, James Ford, guess what? I ordered a new nutshell hat on Amazon. It cost $12 to ship it, but this is my TikTok hat. This is the hat that inspired the character in Tourist Town. That's the nutshell hat. Weather in a nutshell. So I got a backup hat coming. I'll have to keep one in the truck. So if I ever do a video on the road. I had to borrow Phil's AirPods for my Fox weather report on Live Now on Fox. And Julie's like, you put his AirPod in your ear? And I'm like, this must be a guy thing. Didn't bother me. Lawrence, good morning. Welcome back. Shelly, good morning. Robert Bowman, good morning. Going to North Carolina. Be careful there, Robert Bowman. You got ice in North Carolina brewing in the next day. Hope you know that. This is snowfall through Thursday night. Okay, so Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to have a lot of snow here across the mid-Atlantic region. Now, here's your latest snowfall ice accumulation. This is the big concern, the big unknown. Yellow is getting close to a half an inch. Okay, anytime you get a tenth of an inch, you got trouble. Quarter inch to half an inch could be trouble, big trouble. So there you go. All right, this will move around a little bit, but because of that warm Atlantic waters, right below that big heavy snow line, we're going to see ice, and this is the latest ice potential. And this is on the website, by the way. If you go to Mike's weather page, I have this right down here. All my winter maps are here on the second column from the left, and you can see all the winter maps. And there it is right here, snowfall, accumulation. So we're watching for that. Okay, that's the big story. Here's kind of what it looks like radar-wise. Let's go through timestamps. We got 48 hours up in the latest HRRR. It's the SEAL model. All right, so here's noon today. Heavy snow. Northern Oklahoma getting there. Northward, we got the storm starting to brew here. The storms tonight they're worried about is more evening into overnight hours. We could have some isolated storms here developing in the afternoon. You can see that starting to brew. These are getting a little bit stronger here this evening, 2 o'clock-ish today. This Tuesday. Basically, this is tonight, overnight, getting close to midnight. Here's about midnight. So this is why they're saying tonight and overnight hours. I'm just going back and forth. But Tuesday, this is Tuesday, tonight into overnight hours. So this could be dark by now, right at dusk. This is dusk. Starting to see things. We're looking at really get going. This is all overnight tonight. So some of these could be reaching all the way towards Pensacola area tonight before daybreak. So we're going to have to worry about that. This is all overnight before we get into daylight. Look at all that weather coming overnight tonight. Then we get a little line setting up. This is 4 in the morning Central Daylight Time. This is 4 in the morning. There's your snow line. Basically, you can kind of draw a line on your snow line based on the snow forecast. It's about like this. Everything that to the north is snow. Everything below it is rain. And then we're going to have a mixture of ice here as this thing starts to get warmed up from that Atlantic. So here's basically daybreak right here. Boom. Look at that. Lots of rain there across the upper Gulf Coast. New Orleans is going to get a lot of rain overnight. We'll look at some accumulations here in a second. But when does this stuff actually start happening? Well, if you're in the mountains overnight tonight, if you want to make a snow trip, tonight's the night. Heavy snow possibly for Gatlinburg, the Smoky Mountains overnight tonight. Here's daybreak tomorrow, Wednesday morning, and Wednesday 10 a.m. Eastern, and about noon, 1 o'clock. So by my neck of the woods, we're going to get rain across Interstate 4 midday. Here's that ice accumulation that they're worried about continuing. You can see the pink here basically gets going maybe, sometime tomorrow morning. Kind of lasts throughout the day. So Wednesday, tomorrow is the ice concern in Carolinas. And everything's pretty much out of here by Thursday morning. We got some lingering snow, man. You might get some snow in the Outer Banks, like all the way to Thursday morning, as we get this cold air is going to now at least eliminate the ice issue of melting snow into ice. So you could get snow all the way to Thursday morning. And this is South Carolina too. So pretty crazy, right? Look at that. And then the front kind of makes its way through Florida. Here's tomorrow evening. A little bit of rain. Then it clears out. How about that? Let's look at temperatures real quick. I want to talk about this because it is going to be cold. Here's that cold front. This is tomorrow, Wednesday. But here comes that cold front Thursday. Look at that big drop. We're going to have 30 freezing temps across the upper Gulf Coast Thursday morning. Then Friday's even colder. We got 27 in Tallahassee, 29 in Perry, close to 30 around Hillsborough, 58 down in Miami, 66 down in the Keys, 51 down in Naples area. So definitely cold on Friday morning. So the groundhog was right. What's 60? What's 60? Number 60. What's number 60? Did I mess something up? Anyway, so cold Friday, high temperatures for Friday, staying in the 50s in the upper Gulf, 40s across the big part of the southeast here, never gets out of the 30s in Tennessee, 70s still in Miami, so it's not going to be too awfully bad. Saturday things warm up. Here's your high temperatures. Friday, look at this warmth come back. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Look at that. By Tuesday of next week, we got 70s now back all the way up to Carolinas. Wednesday, and then Thursday. So, pretty good warm-up. Today and tomorrow, though, look at this, tomorrow. You always know the heat pushes all ahead of a front line. So, here's your front line tomorrow. Look at all this upper 80s down here. So, the front's going to be pushing through tomorrow, building all that heat out ahead of it. That's that for that one. Let's look at, I want to look at the wind chills. This is kind of interesting. Wind chills are going to be pretty darn cool here. Let's go out to, I guess we'll do Friday morning's about the coldest. So Friday morning wind chills, holy cow, right? 17, 16 across New Orleans, maybe a little to the north of that. 16 in Mobile, 20s across Panama. 20 degrees, Panama City Beach wind chill. 18 there, Gulf Shores area, Pensacola. 20 in Tallahassee. 31 wind chill in Tampa. As this cold air is going to be coming in from the attic of Canada. Cold attic air. You get a little help here. The land helps warm it up here. But when you get that direct pipeline of winds coming in, burr. And look at the rest of the country. We got bone-chilling, literally bone-chilling wind chills on Friday. Here's Friday. Look at this. It's kind of hard to see. Let's make it bigger. All right, so here's your Friday morning wind chills. Look at this, man. We got negative 22. I mean, it's winter. I get it, but we're not used to seeing 18s and 16s across the upper Gulf Coast. So again, 25 in Houston. Look at that. That's wind chill. That's cold. It'll feel like that. It'll feel like that. So, yeah, there you go. Burr. Burr. Let's look a little bit more at that ice accumulation. Let's look at some different models here to show what we could be seeing. Because, you know, as far as significant weather, obviously the ice would be the big concern. So let's figure out why this is looking so funny. Let me go back to 100% here. Doesn't look that bad now. All right, so let's go to North Carolina. Take a look at the potential for ice. And that could be a big story because ice brings power lines down, and that's not good. So let's look at 6-hour ice accumulation, freezing rains, and here is what we got. Oops, there we go, right here. So that's pretty significant. Yeah, man, that could be trouble. I mean, we got 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. This all starts Wednesday tomorrow. And it could get to the coast overnight, and then it's gone. So really tomorrow, man, we got good potential for freezing rain. The National Weather Service official forecast for that. Let's take a look for North Carolina and ice accumulation. Here's the official forecast, and there you go. Not as aggressive as a Euro, but still trouble. 0.2, 0.3. So that's the big story tomorrow into tomorrow night. So definitely not safe driving at all, and could be prepared for a bunch of power outages. There were a lot of power outages too. Let's see what's looking like now. I haven't looked at it. I didn't do a post on it, but we'll check out the old firmament power. Oh, we're back to halfway normal. Pennsylvania is the big state, 19,000. So it all came back pretty quick. Always an inconvenience though when it's a few hours without power. That's for sure. Other weather, I got this opened up here. Let's look at daily rainfall, QPF page. Remember, problem with this map is QPF is precipitation. So anything Tennessee, Carolina, kind of to the north, this is not rain, it's more snow. But it gives you an idea where the moisture is at. Today's rain's obviously upper Gulf. Tomorrow, it moves its way across southeast. Wednesday. Thursday, guess what? It's pretty much gone. Here's Friday. Another little front kind of backing up, coming up towards Texas on Friday, it looks like. And then you can see that it's kind of lingering down in the Gulf. It's Saturday and then Sunday. So maybe that front backs up a little bit. Maybe be some rain on Sunday across the southeast. This is more of a warm rain. This is more just spotty rains, more than likely. We look at the animated day 1 through day 7, and we can get a good feel of what's going on with this front line. We're keeping an eye on this front line down here, see what it does. Looks like it's going to back up, so let's take a look at that. We go out 36 hours, 48 hours. This is all the rain through Wednesday and Thursday, so we'll watch this front. Looks like it's going to try to back up. This is Thursday. It is backing up. Here's Friday. There's a little leftover coming back up to Texas. A little bit of energy. Mine always defaults back to that size. I don't like that default. Then we got, there we go. Yeah, just a little trough inverted backside coming around. Nothing really. There's the old front kind of backing up. There's a little low pressure area. This is Saturday. And then Sunday. Actually Monday. This is Sunday. So really, this isn't showing a lot of rain. Just the fact that the front's lingering now, backing up, just kind of stalling out, coming back towards you. You know, let's look at our overall maps, because we got folks in Bermuda and Belize. We're going to start talking more about them again as we enter the hurricane season, because we have a lot of supporters that way. So let's keep it on the Western Atlantic and basically just look at precipitation, 24-hour accumulated precipitation. You're going to see this front line here throughout Wednesday and Thursday. This is your rainfall. You can see it kind of lingers a piece off here for maybe some in the Yucatan down into Mexico a little bit. And you can see it kind of spiral back up around. This is the weekend. This is Saturday. So again, we can get a little rain in South Texas Friday, a little rain up into Texas northward on Saturday. And then that front kind of pulls up around that high pressure system. And there we go, about Sunday. You can see it right there. So there's a little lingering. Going to be some rain chances across the upper Gulf, especially Florida Peninsula on Sunday. I don't know if we're going to get a big accumulation though. Let's look at accumulation levels here for southeast, since we're dealing with this system primarily. Total precip. There you go. It's pretty good little rains across the area. This is 2.5, 2 inches. Inch and a half across Florida, lower Alabama, lower Georgia, and mainly an inch across the area through Wednesday tomorrow. It doesn't really go into the weekend, but we can look at the weekend here. We can look at 24-hour precipitation somewhere. Precipitation, 6-hour, 24-hour snowfall. We got 6-hour. I thought we had 24-hour. There's 24-hour. Okay, 24-hour. Here's your 24-hour precipitation. This is that front coming through. Could be a couple inches across lower upper part of Florida here through Wednesday. Look at that, all the way just north of me. Then it's out of here. There's your rainfall through Wednesday. Now here's Friday morning. It's long gone, and then that front's going to back up and not even showing hardly anything through the weekend. So very spotty on Sunday. Just the fact that we're going to have a warmer, stalled out front. It could be some sporadic rains. That's about it. I ain't seeing anything yet to really cancel any, or even think about canceling any plans. Probably your precipitable water is going to come back. You can see that. This is over Saturday and Sunday. There's our front coming through Wednesday. And then a little dry air in place for Thursday. And then that front kind of backs up over the weekend, just kind of makes it a little bit more muggy. We can look at some dew points. We can look at dew point anomaly, kind of show you how it's back to still below normal though. So that's good. That means it's not going to be that bad. There's your dew points, very low with that front coming in anomaly wise. Let's look at real dew points. And probably a little muggier this weekend. It's still in the 50s though, so it's still not a lot of confidence. So that, because it's not gonna be that hot. 60s. Look at that. 66 on Sunday. So that's not a lot. So weather in a nutshell. Morning, Bridget. Mark Hall decaf. I don't know. I'm against it. KJR saying she's going to Savannah. Hey, anybody on TikTok, listen, I can't read comments over there. We're just experimenting over there, streaming. So hello, welcome. Thanks for coming. YouTube, of course, we're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and X also. But appreciate you watching over there. But that's about it. Might be doing a little benefit this Saturday night. I'll post more about that if I can get to it. Still a lot of areas around here that are showing signs of Milton and Helene, so I'm thinking I might do a little tour here in the next week, just kind of showing that. I know it's terrible still in western North Carolina and the mountains. You know, Kentucky just got hit hard with floods. We know there's areas in the Panhandle bad, but I can't get everywhere. But I do live in the Florida West Coast, so I might do a little bit of just showing here what's going on, just because I've seen some places still tore up pretty bad. Just kind of give you a feeling that, you know, here we are, February, things aren't over. You know, the number one thing people talk about is, you know, people forget. And so I've kind of got that on my mind to talk about it. Our buddy Ian's asking about Jamaica. You know, I don't really see a lot, buddy. How you doing down there, man? I don't see a lot happening down there. None of these fronts seem like they're going to make it that far south. Let's see. I mean, you got a little window here we can look at. Little wave coming across. You got a little bit, you know, maybe a little bit Thursday, just a sporadic little thing coming. Bermuda's pretty quiet. You know, this weekend, I mean, there's that front here. Finally gets a final push through after you know, Sunday it lingers over Florida, then he gets a final push through. It looks like your best chance of rain might be early next week. See that frontal line? Same with Bermuda. Bermuda and Jamaica kind of get the old leftover frontal lines. So anybody in Bermuda, a little bit of rain over the Sunday, Monday. It's a Sunday into Monday, basically. So that front line just kind of lingers out there and gets a push out of here. So, and it still lingers. Look at that. So yeah, your chances basically first part of next week, as we get this lingering frontal line hanging out for you. No tropical waves yet. So yeah, you got a little bit. Nothing stormy or nothing. Just that. Don't really see any thunder or anything. Bermuda might get a little bit of thunder, maybe next Monday, Tuesday. But yeah, pretty quiet. Oh, let's see. Anything else? We got a few spammers. Hot and dry. Yeah, I believe it. Thank you, Dilly. Yeah, and by the way, our YouTube, man, we're growing. We need to get. I got to figure out YouTube a little bit more. That's we crossed 100,000, but the goal would be half a million here this season. So I don't know what I need to do. Crystal over there in the Brew crew, thank you. That was exciting. I was very excited about that. Good morning, Miss Mary. Good to see you. And I think I called it pretty good. You know, I was talking about this Daytona forecast for over a week. A lot of folks thought it was going to start raining at 4 or 5, and I was pretty much stuck on that forecast. Green flag rain, finishing at starting back at dusk. So I hit a home run on that one. Toot my own horn a little bit. Spent a lot of time forecasting and looking at models. Oh, somebody just said a Daytona cover was great. Thank you. Whoever that was. There you go. So big cold air is coming. Going to be a fast warm-up. So in a nutshell, we got system low pressure brewing today that's going to pull up out of the Gulf. It's going to slide across the lower half of the U.S. Storms for the upper Gulf Coast through the night. Wintry weather basically at North Carolina, Tennessee line. Northward, we got ice then to worry about tomorrow in the eastern part of North Carolina. So it could be a lot of snow for the middle part of North Carolina northward. And then right there about that middle part of North Carolina to the middle south, we could get some ice. So that's going to be the big storyline. So, you know, wherever it sets up is the question mark. But there you go. Hey, I want to do a big shout out to my buddy Frank and crew at Coastal Claims. They're all over the country right now. We've had so many disasters with weather between the wildfires and the, obviously hurricanes and floods. It's terrible. Terrible. I know it's very terrible. We hate it for everybody involved that's affected. But if you need help, I totally believe in these guys and gals over there. They're out of Florida, but they deal with everybody in the country. So if you need help with insurance, give Frank a call. They're great people. We've had a lot of MWPs use their services to help with insurance, and it's a vital part of what we do here at Mike's Weather Page post-storm. So if you're dealing with insurance, you need somebody to help you, call them. They will do their best, and we've had a lot of great feedback from our MWPs that needed to get a little bit extra more. Never hurts. Never hurts to get a little extra more. So if you know anybody dealing with insurance and needs a little help, give Frank and the crew over there a call at Coastal Claims. So that's it for me. We'll be live tomorrow, and then we'll take Thursday off. We'll be back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday the next few weeks. How about that? My next big thing coming up is in March. And I believe it won't even Monday. Let's see. Tuesday, I'm there all day. No, Monday. When do I go to Tallahassee? Monday? I don't know. Anyway, around March 10th, we might have a day off. Shelly. I'm going up there to Florida, State of Florida Emergency Management Day. They invited me up there again, so thank you, State of Florida. Steve, yeah, I wish I could replay that. I'm going to see if they shared it. So, yeah, Ian, I should promote a little bit, but they let me wear my shirt, so that's all good. At least have a good day. So I got lost. Oh, March the 10th. So we're pretty much good for the next several weeks, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, okay? I always put on the website when we're going to be live next. You can always watch a replay here. You can watch a replay on the app. Remember, I have a Mike's Weather Page app you can subscribe to. Get notifications throughout the season whenever there's anything weather-wise in the tropics. So a little bit extra. It's not free. It costs. Nothing's free in the world. I'll be honest. But you can look at the website on there. Website's always free. So, all right. See you tomorrow. We got a big lunch meeting at 11. And then I'm heading to Tampa Bay Brewing Company tonight for a big beer dinner thing. Let me pull that up. I think they're sold out, but it's pretty fascinating to me. Let me see if I can find it. I don't even know where to go to look for the flyer. Let me pull it up here. I will pull it up, and we will see if I can find where we're going to be tonight. Tampa Bay Brewing Company. It's one of these beer. It's that lion. Remember the lionfish thing we were talking about not too long ago? The lionfish. Yeah, I never had lionfish. Oh, yeah, invasive species beer dinner tonight. That's what we're doing. Let me see if I can find an image of it. This thing. It's pretty cool. We did one down at McGregor's down at Fort Myers, but it's like they bring you a plate of food. There's like 5 courses, and each one has a different beer with it. So it's a little sample, nothing, but it's pretty fun. I don't know if we got the lineup of that, of what the food's going to be here. Course 1, butternut squash soup. Roasted squash and winter vegetables topped with roasted pepitas, creamy fraiche, and chive oil. Okay. Course 2, lionfish tacos, battered fried lionfish with red pickled cabbage, corned beans, salsa, and cilantro on a corn tortilla. I can handle that. Course 3, wild boar ragu, beer marinated braised boar with powder del pasta and Parmesan cheese. That sounds good. Course 4, chocolate bark with Tara ice cream, milk chocolate almonds. Not going to eat that. Staying away from the sugar. but invasive species coming out of Fort Lauderdale. Anyway, that's where I'll be tonight. I'll tell you all about it tomorrow. What the lionfish tastes like. Let's see if it's good or not. Anybody ever lionfish before? Don't know. It's pretty good. Anyway. All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, have a great Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. All right, bye-bye.